personal B. Are you sitting down? Okay. I am the 14th of 16 children. Soak it all in. My mom had 10 boys and 6 girls. In 2006, one of my older brothers went missing. He lived in my mom's neighborhood in the humblest house by far in the neighborhood. And yet and still, she went over one day to check on him because he had been feeling under the weather. And the door was left ajar and my brother was nowhere to be found. Richland County Sheriff's Department came with bloodhounds to do a search. They searched on foot, they searched on horseback, four-wheeler, and even from the air with helicopter. But sad to say, my brother has not been seen since March 28, 2006. That was the beginning of my mother's mental decline. She went from being a vibrant, independent woman to a fearful and fragile shell of her former self. She stopped sleeping in the bedroom because she was afraid that someone was going to reach through the window and grab her out. When church members would bring her home at night from choir rehearsal, she insisted that they stay while she did a thorough search of the entire house, making sure that nobody was there. Within 6 years, my mother could no longer live alone. I had an older brother from DC who came down to assist. A few months later, I moved in from my house to assist, and my brother went back to DC. Well, you know how it is. You have so many people, multiple personalities, multiple possibilities for issues. And after a while, things became contentious. And I had another brother who moved in, and things escalated. At that point, I made the decision to move back into my house and assist from afar, not from inside her house. A year after me leaving, my mom fell and fractured her left femur. At the hospital, they weighed her and she weighed 82 pounds. And the doctor informed us as politely as possible that because of her condition, Alzheimer's, because of the incident, her falling, and because of her age, she would probably die in a year. That's when I made the decision that I was going to be guardian of my mother, that I was going to take guardianship. Because one, I refused to believe that my mother only had a year to live. And two, I was determined that for however long she had left to live, her years would be healthy, happy, and she would be well taken care of. And I said to myself, if my siblings wanted to fight, then we would fight. Well, fight they did, and they didn't fight fair. For the next 4 or 5 years, my siblings actively contested my guardianship of our mother. They wrote 8 letters to the court accusing me of physical abuse, mental abuse, financial exploitation, even though I didn't get her money. My oldest sister did. They initiated an investigation with DSS. They sent Richland County Sheriff's Department to my house to do wellness checks. They did everything except for take care of our mother themselves. That's the one thing they didn't do. Throughout all of that mess, however, my mother remained safe and secure with me. I got her enrolled in Palmetto Senior Care, a part of the PACE program. We got her weighed up from 82 pounds to 100 pounds within a few months. She was happy, she was healthy, she was complete. I kept her engaged and participating in her own life to the highest level possible at each successive stage of her Alzheimer's journey. She would accompany me to the barbershop when I got a haircut. We would make Walmart runs together, and I would get the children's cart, sit her in the seat and buckle her in. We would eat breakfast or lunch at Liz's Thicket. When my mother passed, December 11th, 2018, in my living room on my couch, while holding my hand, she was at peace. and so was I. I felt as if I had carried this expensive and fragile vase to its final destination. And I told my cousin after my mom passed, that job, I would do it all over again. From challenge to success.